What's good, everybody? It's your brother, Man Black, the most dangerous and the most toxic black man on the internet. And I am black up in your face again with some more pro black commentary. I wanted to talk about this post that I saw on social media, and it was posted on one of these social media pages that praises and celebrates black beauty. And I follow it on Instagram. And first of all, let me just say this. To the person who runs the page, to be fair, they were not celebrating this post. They just posted it just to kind of they were more in line with me where they don't like these types of posts, but they found a post from someone, a black female, and they reposted it and said that they don't appreciate this type of talk. And what it is a black female saying Hispanic men love black girls for real. I don't care what you say. They be on our bodies, bro. Just sickening. Where you have a black woman praising other groups of men for loving their bodies. Okay? And once again, the person who creates this act, who actually runs this page, does not like this type of talk either. And there are a lot of people who were disagreeing with this type of post. And I even left a comment where I said how cringy it is when I see black people praising non-black people for wanting to use us or use our bodies for their own sexual gratification. I think that is very disturbing, and it shows a lot of mental illness in black people that we get excited about that we'll praise other groups of people because they are sexually attracted to us. That's nothing that's nothing to celebrate. That's not something that we should be happy about, okay? And when I see black people celebrate stuff like this, I know that those black people have no idea. They have no idea and no knowledge of their own history, okay? Because there have been non black people who have lusted after us for centuries. That does not mean that they think that we are anything great, okay? That does not mean that they have any type of real love or respect for us, all right? So we need to understand this. That does not mean that this white man loves you because he wants to have sex with you. Black men, it does not, these white girls, just because these white girls want to bounce up and down on your penis, does not mean that they love you. That does not mean that they love black people. That does not mean that Becky is down for black folks. That's not what that means. Okay? And when I say that you have no idea about your own history, you also don't have any idea about European history. Okay? They lust and are obsessed with things sexually that you should not even be obsessed with. Okay? Everything from bestiality to pederasty to pedophilia. The fact that they have these weird lusts and attractions for different things to the point where it's actually even in their own mythologies, you should not be so concerned or think that this is something that you should be proud of, that you're their next target. Okay? When they have whole mythologies based around the god Zeus, of how he likes to rape children and kidnap children and little boys and animals and everything else. So if they base a mythology around that, that means that is part of their culture. So if they're lusting after you, that's not something that you should be proud of or something that you should uphold or give them extra credit for. This is a trap that so many black people, especially in this country, fall for. I recently told you that I saw some clips from that new Elvis movie. And that new Elvis movie, they tried to paint this idea that Elvis loved black people and just loved to be around black people, and that he would always run when he was having problems with his manager or whoever. He would always run to the black community to relax. That's nonsense. Okay? And even if he did do that, that still does not mean that he loves black people. Okay? Because it showed like the black people kind of upholding him and loving on him. So of course, if you go somewhere where people are going to put you on a pedestal and treat you like uh, you are the greatest thing in the world, of course you're going to want to go there. That doesn't mean you love them, but if you're going to act like a damn servant in front of these types of people, then of course they're going to want to be around you. You know, if you go somewhere where someone's kissing your ass and praising you for nothing, then of course you're gonna want to be around them, right? You're gonna want to be in that midst, or around people that are gonna be act subservient and servile around you. Okay, that doesn't mean that person that you actually love them, or the person that you're bowing down in front of, that they actually love you. All right, that does not mean that they actually have respect for you. And we need to stop that. Black people need to stop that. Black people, especially here in America and abroad in Africa, we're the only race of people who get all wet in the pants over someone else lusting after us or wanting to have some sort of gutter sex or gutter relationship with us. We get happy about that. And we'll say, oh, this person is one of us. This person is just like us, or this person loves us. I remember when dumb Negroes were doing that about Miley Cyrus, just because she wanted to come with her little buck tooth looking ass, come to the black community and twerk her little pancakes for everybody. Okay? I remember when that happened. And then she turned her back on black folks. So many of these white celebrities, they realize that when they come into our midst, that black people will put them on a pedestal just because they might lust or want to have sex with black people, or do drugs with black people, or listen to black music, or whatever. And black people will accept them for that. That's nonsense. Now, it doesn't matter how much we want to kiss their ass and be up under them. They never accept us. Doesn't matter how famous you get. Doesn't matter how big you get. They'll still never put you on a pedestal above them. Never. But black people will get all into a tizzy and, fall out on their knees if they think a non-black person loves them, or if a non-black person lusts after them, or if a non-black person seems like they're speaking about black rights or whatever, right? I remember like Tim Wise, and what's that old white bitch's name? Uh, the one that does like the whole racist test or whatever for white folks. People used to think that she was down for us too, and Tim Wise was down for us too. But you ask any of these white devils about reparations, and then they turn their backs on that, right? You ask any of these white devils about our black luminaries, our black people who actually do love us, like Dr. Francis Cress Welsing or Neely Fuller, and they'll turn on them too. You see? So these white people, basically what they want is, they want you to just listen to them. They don't want you to listen to the black people within your own community who have your best interest at heart. They want to lord over us, so they'll pretend that they have some concern for black people, or they're anti-racist or whatever, but they never want to fight against white supremacy. They still want to be at the top. What they want is black people to still be subservient, and black people to be like little crawling dogs or pets for them. I can't stand that type of nonsense when I see, black people praising these types of folks out here, acting like these people are our allies or our friends when they are not. Okay? I don't appreciate that at all. And black people need to be smarter than that. We need to have more sense than that. It's, once again, it's cringy when I see black people praising someone for lusting after us. Like that original post that I showed you in this video where this black woman's getting all happy and hot in the pants because some Hispanic men love their bodies, love black bodies. Now, black men love black bodies too, but apparently if they love black bodies, it's disgusting. It's perverted. It's sexual harassment all of a sudden then. But if a white man, Hispanic man, Asian man says that they love black women, then it's okay. If they lust after black women, now it's okay. Now it's not sexual harassment anymore. It's not being lustful. It's not being a toxic male anymore. You see? You see how twisted our minds have become over this nonsense that goes on out here? We've been conditioned to hate each other and hate love or any type of sexual advance from each other. But if another group does it, that means they truly love black people or they truly love our natural black selves or whatever. I can't tell you how many times I get flack or get nonsense from black women based on the artwork I do of black women. Where some black men want to criticize what I do uh, for making black women shapely in my art. But if a white man does it, that means, oh, he truly understands our black beauty. He truly appreciates our black beauty. I do it, and apparently there's something wrong with me. I'm being a toxic male because I show a certain body type. You see how so much nonsense goes on out here with our people. We need to realize and understand what true love is for each other, and understand the true love and respect and have that for each other, and not depend on the lustful eye or you know the fetishes of other people to come in and boost our egos. Okay? If a white girl has some sort of lust or fetish for a black man like me, I don't find that attractive. That's not a turn on for me. Okay? That's not something that boosts my ego. All right? Because I know this white girl also kisses her dog in the mouth, or does other things with the dog as well, or go on a farm and let a horse do something with her as well. Okay? So I know where her mindset is. I know what type of mindset these people have. That's not them lusting after me is not anything great. And as a black man, you need to have more integrity and more respect for yourself than to think that type of nonsense. Do you understand? So, I mean, you folks can let me know how you all feel about it in the comments section. I very much like to hear all of your opinions on this type of subject. And once again, this is Mad Black, and I will be back with my foot on the devil's back.